There's a cold front coming. We catch up with the Battle Mountain hockey team after their big doubleheader this weekend. Then, freeing the heel, we speak with the Vail Mountain School Telly team about what there is to love in the unique telemark skiing technique. Hello and welcome to the Scoreboard. I'm your host Brett Ferraro and we have a great show for you today. We catch up with the Battle Mountain Huskies hockey team after their big doubleheader over the weekend and talk to them about how they felt about the games. Then we head over to the Vail Mountain School where we talk with the telemark ski team and talk to them about why they love the unique sport of telemark skiing. But first, a little scores update for our basketball teams. Vail Mountain School had a solid weekend with a 67-29 win over Hayden on Friday. Vail Christian also had a solid weekend when they played West Grand on Saturday. The boys won 67-22, but unfortunately the girls lost 45-35. Battle Mountain had a rough weekend with the boys losing against Fruita 73-25 and the girls losing to Fruita 52-8. The Eagle Valley Devils didn't fare much better when they faced off against Montrose on Saturday. The boys lost 70-54 and the girls lost 57-36. Eagle Valley and Battle Mountain face off against each other tonight, so go out and support your local high school teams. We are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're talking all things Battle Mountain hockey, so stay tuned. Battle Mountain Hockey played 2 games this weekend with playing Summit on Friday and Glenwood Springs on Saturday. They had a 3-3 tie with Summit after a really tough overtime, and they unfortunately lost 4-1 against Glenwood Springs. We had a chance to catch up with the team afterwards and talk to them about what they learned over the weekend. Let's take a listen. Hello everyone, we are here at the Eagle Ice Arena again talking with the Battle Mountain Huskies hockey team, specifically about this weekend. We were joined by their goalie, first string goalie, right, about the weekend. Do you mind introducing yourself to the audience one more time?
I'm Kaya Borski, I'm a senior.
Kaya, rough weekend a little bit. It was fine. A tie against Summit and a loss against Glenwood Springs. How are you feeling about those 2 games?
I think we definitely played better for our second game against Glenwood than our first game. But I think our team is kind of starting to do better this year, especially with the startup.
Yeah, for sure. A little bit of a slower start, but things are definitely starting to ramp up. How excited are you to face Summit again?
Definitely very excited. We're playing in their home rink, so we'll see how that goes.
For sure. Definitely can get a little rowdy sometimes. Sort of looking forward into the next coming week, you guys play Cresta Butte this weekend. How are you feeling about that game?
I'm excited, especially since we're playing in our hometown rink, so we'll see, if we get any hometown advantage.
For sure. I heard recently that you got some very exciting news. Do you mind telling our audience about it?
So I recently committed to Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts, and I'll be playing hockey there come next fall.
That's super cool. I assume you're playing goalie there. That is amazing. I can't believe you got freaking, oh my God. We're starting to get into that season, folks, where these high school students are starting to look into the future. It is so amazing. How are you feeling about, where is it, Massachusetts? Minnesota? Massachusetts. Thank you. In one ear, out the other. But how are you feeling about going to Massachusetts?
I'm definitely very excited. Haven't toured the campus yet, but I'm going there in February, so we'll see.
That's very exciting. Do you know what their mascot is?
It's a cougar.
Cool. That is super cool. Go Cougars, I guess, now. But super exciting that you got in. Super exciting that you guys are excited for this weekend. And I can't wait to see you guys play again coming up. So congratulations.
Thank you.
We are here for the scoreboard with Hudson Richards, a junior on the Battle Mountain varsity Husky hockey team. How are you doing today?
Pretty good.
So you guys had 2 big games this past weekend, which, tie and a loss. Loss against Glenwood Springs, which, I mean, they're kind of the best team in the state right now. And, hey, you guys managed to stay out of the penalty box all game. Could you tell me a little bit about that and how you guys kept that discipline going?
Yeah, we've realized that penalties kill us more than anything, and all it does is they get goals, and it never helps anything. It's not good. We started realizing once we have 5-on-5s, or even when we get power plays, we play way better, and we're a good team. We just got to figure it out.
Maintaining that discipline can definitely be a struggle, though, when you're not doing super hot.
Yeah.
So is there anything that you do to keep yourself kind of focused on the goal ahead, focus on the next goal, keeping the game moving forward, and not getting bogged down?
What I do after every shift is, got to forget what just happened and then have a goal for the next shift and keep doing that after each one.
Has there anything that the coaches have been doing with you guys to kind of help polish up that play and maintain that discipline in practice?
Yeah, we've practiced hitting because, I'm a pretty big guy and so is our team, and you can't go and blow up little kids anymore, And, just practice hitting clean and playing disciplined. You can play disciplined when you're playing good hockey. You don't have to be a goon out there.
Totally makes sense. So tell me a little about yourself and your history with the sport.
I've been playing since about 6 years old. I grew up in the Valley in Eagle and Gypsum. I lived in Eagle and Gypsum, and I played through the Vail Mountaineers, and now I play Huskies hockey.
So do you then go to Eagle Valley?
I do, yes, sir.
Like, who is the one Battle Mountain kid?
Vincent Yunker. It's the only kid that plays for the team that goes to the school.
That's fantastic. I've always loved how the Husky hockey team is such a melting pot throughout the valley, and there's tons of kids from every single community playing. Is there anything that you're doing to kind of like help blend those communities together?
Yeah, it's funny because I play football and all that stuff, and we're usually pretty big rivals. But now, we go and play for the school, and I don't know. You just kind of make up, and then your friends. Yeah, it's a good deal though.
I remember when I was playing, I played for Husky hockey, and then I played for the Eagle Valley lacrosse team.
Oh, okay.
And, oh man, that lacrosse rivalry, it was both teams, like, first couple of seasons playing varsity, and it was the same team.
Yeah.
And we just split in half, and then the major rivals in the spring.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you guys are doing together to, like, continue playing hockey together as the season kind of winds up towards the end?
Yeah, we, during the wintertime, we play pond hockey out at the Eagle outdoor rink at the town park, and we hang out, and we always try and do stuff together as a team and whatnot, and keep the bond going and stuff, so.
What about carpooling? When you guys are out practicing at Dobson, is there anything you're doing to, like, kind of help split that up a little bit?
Yeah, none of it. We're a bunch of little high school guys. We don't want to pay for our gas ourselves, So we all carpool, and it's fun. You get to hang out with your friends and go up valley and kind of get out of the town for feels like getting out of the town for a little bit.
Well, fantastic. So yourself as kind of one of the older guys, one of the bigger guys in the defensive team, I'm sure that the team's kind of starting to look towards you as a leader. Is there anything that you're trying to do to step up towards that role or lead towards your senior year?
Yeah, having respect that's a good thing to have the team, and we only have one freshman on the team, which he's treated well. No one, no bullying or nothing like that. But yeah, just keeping everybody in the loop and having fun.
Oh, fantastic. So one last question for you. What are you looking forward to in your upcoming games this weekend?
Crested Butte's a big game. We don't really get along with them too well. Them, and then, just get some wins. We went on a little run streak down on the road in Denver. We won 3 games, but now it'd be nice to beat these little mountain teams. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, I always know the mountain teams are a little bit more important.
Yeah.
Well, Hudson, thank you so much for talking to us. I'll let you get back to practice, and you have a great rest of your night.
Yeah, you as well. Thank you.
Hello everyone, we are here at the Eagle Ice Rink where the Battle Mountain Huskies are having practice. I'm with some of their JV squad. Why don't we go around, introduce ourselves to the audience, say what grade you're in and how long you've been playing hockey for. We'll start over here.
All right, I'm Ian Crofton. I'm a 10th grader and I've been playing for over 10 years.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm Cassie Kinzer. I'm a senior, and I've been playing for like 10, 11 years.
I'm Colin Foppy. I'm a sophomore, and I've been playing for 10, 11 years.
That's pretty amazing. Some longtime players. What sort of got you into playing hockey in the first place?
My dad used to play hockey, and he kind of just got me into it, and yeah, I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
I used to do gymnastics, and then the girls program started, and I was like one of the first people to do it. Yeah.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Most of my friends in school played hockey, so it was just like, bonding with my teammates, and I really liked the coaches.
Oh, for sure. You guys are playing now on a high school squad. What's sort of been your biggest challenge to overcome this season?
For me, and I think I can speak for them too, is helping bring the younger kids up and kind of get them moving into high school hockey.
For sure.
Yeah. What he said, also being a girl on the team, of course.
I think just getting our team chemistry down and really understanding each other and how we all play.
No, absolutely. Definitely very difficult. Just going back to you, are there any particular challenges of being a girl that you've had to overcome?
Well, before last year, I had never done like checking before because
really?
girls don't check, so there's definitely more of a physical aspect.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The very, very different change of pace for sure. For the rest of you, looking further into the season, how are you guys feeling about your level of play, especially going into next year?
This year on the team, I think we're all kind of starting to click. Last weekend, a little bit of a hard weekend, but the team's kind of starting to come together, and I'm excited for the next couple of years.
Nice.
Yeah, I definitely think since the beginning of the season, we're starting to get along a lot more and definitely click and do better. It's looking up for sure.
I think as some of those underclassmen start to become sophomores and progress more into high school, I think we'll have a really good squad of players.
Yeah. What sort of particular activities or things do you like to do to help build the community around the Battle Mountain hockey?
One thing that I really enjoyed was our fundraiser. We did a pond hockey tournament over at the town park in Eagle, and yeah, it was for the club level, and all the high school boys and girls came out and helped volunteer for that.
Yeah.
I think like traveling and the bus rides definitely helps the team chemistry because we get to hang out outside of hockey, kind of.
For sure.
Yesterday I went down for Huskies hockey and grabbed a bunch of groceries and brought them down to the Salvation Army for volunteer work. So yeah, just building a good team.
You guys have been playing for an extremely long time, I assume with the youth program around the Valley. How do you feel they have prepared you to see these higher levels of play?
I'll say through the last levels of hockey, Bantams, checking they definitely work you into high school, and you kind of get a feel for how it's going to be. So my first high school game, I wasn't too worried. I wasn't too nervous about it.
That's good to hear.
Definitely prepared me, but there's that big jump from girls to boys, but I definitely learned a lot in my youth years.
I was definitely prepared in the aspect of like being a teammate and knowing how to respect and grow with your team and be able to really sort of connect with teammates.
Oh, for sure. It definitely seems like it's prepared you guys pretty well. You guys seem to be a pretty cohesive unit, at least standing right here with me, so that's great to see. And so much talent at a young age. I'm very excited for this team's future. So, well, thank you very much, and we will be right back with more hockey. The Vail Mountain School has a long-standing tradition of having a telemark ski team. I was actually on that team many years ago when I went to school there. Now, we went and talked with the team now about why this tradition has survived so long and why they love the unique sport of telemark skiing. Let's take a listen.
All right, we are here for the scoreboard with Liana of the Vail Mountain Varsity Telemark Ski Team. So how long have you been with the team, Liana?
Oh boy, this is probably my 10th year being involved in some capacity. And I've been at Vail Mountain School now for 13.
Well, awesome. So you started out as a teacher, I take it then?
Yep. Yeah, still am, and just have the lucky fortune of being able to coach these guys and getting out with them 3 days a week right now.
Well, awesome. So how does that work with the school schedule? Since obviously you can't be in school and riding the lifts at the same time. How do you guys kind of work that out?
Yeah, so these guys, they're quite studious kids. We ski right now Tuesday and Thursday mornings. We have a late start, which is a new thing in our schedule. So they really only miss 45 minutes of class, and then they see that class again later in the day. So they're working to make up whatever they missed when they're out on the hill. And then sometimes they have a free period on Fridays when we get out, so that works a little bit better with their class schedule.
Makes sense.
But they honestly manage it themselves.
Well, awesome. So then what does a telemark team kind of do compared to like an alpine ski team?
Yeah.
Do you guys like race gates like a normal team would, or?
So we do not. They are all big mountain skiers. They're really all out here for the love of the mountains. I like to think of it as like kids that grow up out here, they're kind of born on skis, and that becomes a little bit easy for them they all know how to alpine ski really well. And so at some point in your adolescent years, you get a little bored of that. And so for these guys, they get to try a new sport and be humbled. And I think that is really crucial at their age, to push themselves out of their comfort zone and to try something new.
Well, awesome, Leanna. Thank you so much for talking to us. Well,
course.
this has been the Scoreboard. We're here at the Scoreboard with the Vail Mountain School varsity telemark team. Would you guys mind introducing yourself to the viewers real quick?
Hi, I'm Simon. I'm a co-captain of the VMS Telly team.
And I'm Jeremiah. I'm one of the coaches on the VMS Telly team.
I'm Ben. I'm Thomas. I'm on the Telly team.
So what year is everybody?
I'm a senior.
Yeah, I'm like 15th grade at least.
Yeah. I'm a sophomore. I'm also a senior.
Awesome. And so our two seniors, are you guys both captains or just you're one of the co-captains of the team?
Just me and my other two captains are at school at the moment.
Gotcha. So a little bit of a complicated thing there, right? Trying to navigate school and skiing, because it kind of happens at the same time, right?
Yeah, right now we're all missing class.
Yeah.
So what
It's
class are you
okay.
guys missing?
Math.
And we're
Math.
missing senior project.
Yeah.
Awesome. So how do you guys navigate that, kind of the complicated challenge of balancing your skiing life with your school life?
I kind of depend on if the snow is good, and then I deal with the consequences later.
Yeah, extra homework.
Yeah.
I try to meet with my teachers sometimes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it comes around after your class then, like you have a little bit of time where you can do makeup work and that sort of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. And most times we don't miss more than like 15, 20 minutes of a class, except for today. But today, like, you and I caught up, and I don't know what's going on with you in math, but...
Well, my fellow classmates told me they were going to come out with me, but that they failed, so I'm missing math alone. It's okay, though.
Makes sense. So tell me a little bit about how like the competitions work, or how telly team life works. Because I understand that you guys don't necessarily run gates like your Battle Mountain Alpine team does or anything like that. Tell me a little bit about what telly team is.
So competition-wise, it's normal big mountain. We sometimes compete against normal skiers, and it usually goes well sometimes. Like last year, our last captain, Will, won copper as a tellier, and then every year we have an annual telly comp against CRMS, Aspen, and us. Yeah.
Gotcha. So tell us a little bit about the big mountain competitions. Like, what do those entail, and how does being a telly skier kind of complicate things compared to your alpine life?
So Big Mountain, kind of just get a venue and we ski down it. We can either like choose to just ski down it regularly, or we can like hit cliffs, jumps, whatever we want. And I don't know if it really complicates it anymore besides our heels not connected, but it's just fun.
We do get extra points though for like if we don't do tricks and stuff, but if we do a lot of telly turns, we get extra points, and now we can compete with them.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So then the competition sort of, you get your venue, do you have to submit a pre-planned route before you compete?
No, we just kind of like, we get like a pre-run with our coaches so we can figure out what we want to do, and then we just ski it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then you're kind of judged based on technique.
Just control. So most times it's like if you look like you're skiing out of control, you're going to get not very many points. But if you look like your telly turns are strong and you're not getting thrown around, then you'll usually do pretty well, especially if you like go off something big. Yeah.
Gotcha. So it's a little bit of a different structure than like the free ride
A little bit, yeah.
structure for big mountain events.
Yeah.
Is it like within the CHASA umbrella, or is it part of a different organizing structure?
I think it's IFSA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Don't know what it stands for, but.
International something.
Free Skiers American
Oh, okay.
Association. That's what it is. Free Skiing Association.
So, how long have you guys each been telemark skiing?
I think this is my 6th year. I started in around 7th grade.
This is my second year.
Yeah, I joined my freshman year. I was gone in California my sophomore year, but I still skiing, so this is like my 4th year.
Gotcha. And then was telemark skiing something that you guys came to like as part of being with VMS? Like, was that the opportunity that allowed you guys to take up tele skiing?
Yeah. My brother was on the tele ski team before me, so I saw him join it freshman year, so that's why I started so early. And I think you and I started together.
Yeah, I joined because he joined.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You guys are pretty close friends outside of the team?
Yeah.
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 Pretty close.
Makes sense. It definitely happens that way a lot. So, do you guys think it would be something that you would have done without the option with Vail Mountain School?
I think the opportunity that like there is a team for telemarking and it's something that I've never done before was something that I really like. Oh, that's cool. I want to try that. Without it, I wouldn't have done it. I was just keep alpine skiing and something like that.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
What do you guys like more? Alpine skiing or tele skiing?
Tele
Tele.
Yeah, I haven't alpined in 6 years, so I don't remember what it feels like.
I don't think I've ever met a tele skier who has gone back to alpine if they weren't like required to for work.
Yeah.
It's fun stuff.
Well, awesome guys. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to talk to us and letting us accompany on your ski day here.
Yeah.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. This has been the Scoreboard with the Vail Mountain School telemark team.
That's all the time that we have for this episode of Scoreboard. If you have any story ideas, please email us at scoreboard@tv8vail.com. And as always, if you missed any of our previous episodes, you can find them at thescoreboardnation.com. I've been your host, Brett Ferraro, and I can't wait to see you all next time.